Good morning, good evening, hello guys, it is I, Toby King, and welcome back to another Universe Mode video. This is the first SmackDown of the TKWF2K20 era, and it's going to be an interesting show as we are kicking off the 32-man SmackDown World Title Tournament that the General Manager has agreed to run. So let's kick off with looking at the bracket that we have planned for this universe. This is the planned outline that we have for the entire show. So without further ado, let's just kick off the first match of the night, being the first match on the first bracket of the tournament. So we're not going to be just going straight down the list. Oh, well, what? Well, that's Sin Cara. That's Eddie Guerrero's opponent here. And he's already attacking Eddie Guerrero? So what I was about to say was, we're not just going straight down the list, we're going to be like starting matches from different parts of the bracket. So that way we don't know, oh yeah, this person is fighting this person, we gotta wait for the rest of the first bracket to finish. We're trying to like get the entire bracket finished, and then we'll move on to the next, like the top 16, then the top 8, top 4, and then the final 2 will compete for the world title, obviously. So, yeah, we're looking at our first match here, Eddie Guerrero versus Sin Cara. Now, Eddie Guerrero has been a man who's been chasing the world title for pretty much his entire time in the TKWF, you know, like, his historic feud with Seth Rollins in 2K19, where he just could not beat Seth Rollins when the title was on the line. He could beat Seth Rollins in any normal match, but as soon as the title was on the line, he just failed to compete. So, and Sin Cara is someone who's kind of special, as he didn't really have too much to do in 2K19 for the first half of it. I mean, he competed at WrestleMania for the title, for the Intercontinental title, sorry, and then got eliminated pretty much straight away, and then he joined forces with Kalisto and Rey Mysterio to form Lucha Our Warriors. Eddie, we're seeing some high-flying stuff between these two right now, but they keep missing. So yeah, and then Lucha Our Warriors ran the place, but Sin Cara didn't really do much as part of that crew either, so he's trying to, and now that he's split up, Rey Mysterio has come back to his normal self. Kalisto is running the Lucha House Party. You know, we're back to square one basically with who's who in, I don't know what I'm saying. We're back to square one with Sin Cara doing nothing, so he's trying to prove himself in this match. It's going to be an interesting feud, well, an interesting run if he can beat Eddie Guerrero here. Kind of got shafted in the draft, being placed right up against Eddie Guerrero, who will stop at nothing to win this match, or to win the world title just in general, so he's going to be fighting as hard as he can throughout the entire tournament to try to win this title. But if Sin Cara could overthrow him here tonight, that would be an amazing feat. I mean, an amazing feat. And now Eddie's back on the offensive here after just countering Sin Cara. Sin Cara was on the offensive for a tad bit, but Eddie's on the running end. Here we go. The Three Amigos. We all know what comes after this. And yep, there he goes, straight to the top rope. We know what's coming next. And the frog splash from Eddie Guerrero goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Eddie Guerrero is the first person to move on to the top 16 in the 32-man world title tournament. So he's going to have to keep an eye on the rest of the bracket and see who he's going to be facing in the next round. But for now, he's got a few weeks break while we get through the rest of the bracket. Through this entire month, we should be having we'll be getting through the first round. Then next month we will be able to get through the whole tournament, and then by not the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, but the next pay-per-view after that, that's when we'll be able to crown our first world champion. So it's going to be an interesting 2 months to see how SmackDown will go leading into the into the next pay-per-view, not this one. But for now, let's kick off the second match we have for the tournament. Moving down the next rung of the bracket, we have Samoa Joe and I believe it was Shane Thorne was his opponent for that bracket. So, will Shane Thorne be able to take Samoa Joe down, or will Joe be the dominant force that he normally is in the TKWF and move on to the next stage of the tournament? It'll definitely be an interesting run. But for now, let's get his opponent out here and let's kick this match off. And yep, Shane Thorne is his opponent here tonight. Can the Australian manage to pull off the unthinkable and beat Samoa Joe here tonight? Who knows? It's going to be an interesting run.
Weighing in at 220 pounds, Shane Thorne.
But for now, let's see how this goes. Again, the winner of this match will not move on in the next round to face Eddie, though they're further down the card, or further down the ladder of the tournament. So yeah, none of the people who win the matches here tonight will move on to verse people who have also won matches here tonight. I did this so that, we don't know, okay, this person's versing this person, now we're going to wait weeks for it to happen. We can be like, okay, this person's moving on, now let's see who moves on in this bracket, and then on this side of the bracket, and this part of the bracket, and then the next 2 weeks, so that'll be the first 2 weeks, and then the next 2 weeks will be, okay, let's work out who those people are going to be facing, and then the next month will be those, the top 16 matches will be competing, and then obviously top 8, top 4, and then we should get to the point where the top 2 will face for the world title at the next pay-per-view. So, I think I've explained that before, but I thought I'd just go over it once again, just to prove, just to prove my point. Now, Samoa Joe's already taking the dominance in this match for the most part. Shane Thorne not really showing too much. Yeah, but Samoa Joe failed. But Shane Thorne failed to strike. But he still catched. And then Samoa Joe just threw Shane Thorne outside the ring now. Now Samoa Joe just taunting him to get up and get back into the ring. Samoa Joe doesn't want to take this fight outside. He wants it inside the ring because he knows that that's the only way to win. We just knocked the ref out. Well, where's he going now? Well, I don't know where he was planning on going. I was just saying he didn't want to take it outside, and he took it outside, so he just contradicted everything I just said. But Samoa Joe still pretty much on the offensive. Oh no, Shane Thorne fighting back now. This is an interesting fight between these two. Oh, Samoa Joe to the top rope now, something you don't see very often. Oh, but he missed. That may be why you don't see it very often. Shane Thorne trying to capitalize on Samoa Joe's misfortunes here. And the constant kicks and strikes from Shane Thorne. And, oh, that has got to hurt. And Samoa Joe back outside the ring, back in the ring now. Shane Thorne and Samoa Joe fighting each other. And then a kick. And an elbow drop. And went for another one, but Shane Thorne rolled out, saw him coming. And another kick there from Samoa Joe. And then a leg drop, but it kind of hurt Samoa Joe as well because he didn't hit it properly. Almost knocked the ref out again. Shane Thorne with a kick to the head there. Now, the kicks there from Shane Thorne continuing. But he picks Samoa Joe up. Probably not a smart decision there. As Samoa Joe back on the offensive now because he got the advantage. Oh, Shane Thorne outside the ring. Samoa on the top rope. What's going to happen here? And, oh, went for a double axe handle. But Thorne caught him into a sidewalk backbreaker. And Shane Thorne went to take advantage again. Oh, and a nice slam there from Samoa Joe. And now what's he doing? He's just stalking Shane Thorne. You want Shane Thorne back in the middle of the ring so he can make him tap. Oh, and the kick to the head there to Samoa Joe. And then a nice back body drop there. Oh, here we go. Here we go, he's locking it in. Could he make Shane Thorne tap now? Is it possible to make him tap? Could we see the first submission in this universe? We did! And Samoa Joe is moving on to his bracket of the top 16 for this world title tournament. Well, what a match. You know, Shane Thorne fought desperately against Samoa Joe. I think he went into this match knowing that he couldn't win. And that was probably the wrong mindset to go into. You don't go into a match thinking you don't win, you think you can win. And Samoa Joe moving on to the next leg of the tournament. Could we see Samoa Joe be our first world champion? It'd be an interesting showing, for sure. But I guess we'll find out next month. But for now, let's continue to see who moves on to the next leg of the tournament. And here we are with our next match, and it is the Rated Superstar Edge. Now I should mention, I did mention at the Elimination Chamber match that the United States Championship hasn't been declared, like a champion hasn't been declared because of the double countout that occurred between Buddy Murphy and Apollo Crews. I'm well aware that this needs to be sorted. I'm talking to the general manager. He says that it'll be covered next week on SmackDown, so tune in for that. But currently, we are just focused on the World Title Tournament. But from what I hear, there will be some light shed on that and what will be happening leading into the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Regarding the United States title tournament, title match. Sorry, not tournament. We're not having another tournament, we're already having one. But here he is, probably the underdog of the tournament, or even the underdog in this match. Heath Slater against Edge. I mean, Edge is the clear favorite to win this match, but who knows? I mean, Shane Thorne put a a brilliant fight up against... Well, he's toying Edge to get in the ring. He wants this match kicked off straight away. Heath Slater already on the offense now. What an amazing showing. You know, Heath Slater came into this match, you know, he's ready. You know, he's got kids. Imagine winning what winning the world title tournament could do for him. And now Edge finally fighting back now. Heath Slater was on the offensive for pretty much this entire match. Oh, but he's back on the offense now. And Edge fighting back. These two are going back and forth now. They both want to win this tournament. They both want to move on to the next leg of the tournament. Keep in mind that in reality, all you've got to do to win the world title in this tournament is win a total of 5 matches. You've got the top 32, so the top 32, the top 16, top 8, top 4, and then the world title. So 5 matches altogether. So it seems like a big tournament, but really it's like 5 matches and you could be the champion. So imagine what a win for Heath Slater or even Edge could do for their hype in this tournament. You know, 1 down, 4 to go type deal. This is definitely an interesting match dynamic here, with Heath Slater pretty much dominating Edge in this match. It's a shock, to say the least. You would not expect to see Heath Slater dominating, you know, such a coveted superstar such as the Rated R superstar Edge. Edge being, you know, multiple time champion in the past. Heath Slater not having the best track record with championships. You know, he's got a few tag championships under his belt. I think he's got like 1 solo title under his belt, maybe. I don't remember, but, you know, he's going up against someone who is no stranger to the world title picture. And he's got a lot to go on, but go up against, but, you know, sorry about that. He's basically, you know, fighting his way through Edge currently, so. And there you go, Heath Slater getting the crowd on his side. He knows exactly what he's trying to do here. And what he's trying to do is beat Edge and move on to the top 16 of the World Tournament. And, oh, a nice Impaler DDT there. Kind of using Edge's move against him, as Edge also does a version of the Impaler DDT. But, you know, here we go. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. You got close there, Slater, but you've still got to fight a bit if you want to beat Edge. And Slater still keeping the offense on this match for the most part, but Edge starting to fight back now. And Slater fighting back once again. This is the biggest underdog story in this tournament so far. Granted, we've only had 2 matches, but still. Edge starting to fight back desperately now. You know, he's seen that Slater's meaning business now. And, oh my god, Slater is dominating Edge in this match for the most part. And, oh, Edge with the flapjack onto the top rope. That has got to hurt. Now Slater, smart enough to roll out of the ring, is walking around to the other side. Edge still hasn't realized that he's gone. Oh, but he did. He turned around. And Slater runs in the ring while Edge climbs out. And Slater was getting ready for something, but Edge locked in a nice sleeper hold there. I guess that's what that was. And now Slater's back on the offensive again. And another Impaler DDT. Could this be it? Could this be the upset of the century? And here we go. 1, 2, 3. And Heath Slater just beat Edge. Oh my god. Well, who would have guessed that Heath Slater, out of everyone, would be the one to put Edge away in the first round of the 32-man world title tournament with an Impaler DDT, which is technically one of Edge's moves. He managed to pull the victory away in what is the upset of the Millenium. Heath Slater is going on to the top 16 in this 32-man title tournament. It's going to be interesting to see if he can pull off an upset victory again. But for now, let's move on to our main event of the night and the 4th match in the title tournament. And this is on the other side of the bracket now. We have Randy Orton taking on... I don't remember who he was taking on. Well, there he is, R-Truth. That is, right, he is taking on R-Truth. And R-Truth attacking Randy Orton now. Again, the second time we've seen someone attack someone during an entrance for this tournament. Everyone in this tournament wants to win that world title, wants to be the first world champion of SmackDown. And surely enough, we've seen 3 people move on so far. Orton doesn't really care about this. He's just trying to get this match out. Oh, he's going for a chair now. Well, R-Truth, you've poked the Viper now, and you have to deal with the repercussions. Randy Orton does not play games, and he's proving that here against Randy Orton, against R-Truth, sorry. And R-Truth is not gonna have a fun time against Randy Orton here. Randy Orton's got a bit of a temper, and when you poke him, he will fight back. So that's exactly what's happening here. R-Truth got on the bad side of Randy Orton in a match that, you know, already seemed favoured in Randy Orton. I mean, let's be honest, R-Truth is a great wrestler, but he's not in the caliber of Randy Orton. So it was already not in favour of him, and he decided to anger Randy Orton, which is not a smart move. Never a smart move. And the crowd getting on Randy's side now, cheering for Randy Orton. They know that he's basically got this match won. Even if R-Truth doesn't know it yet. R-Truth's still fighting valiantly, trying to beat Randy Orton now. And... oh, nice suplex there from Randy Orton. A stalling suplex. And throws R-Truth back in the ring. He wants this match won, and he wants it won his way. So now Orton is dealing with R-Truth, just constantly beating him down. Again, R-Truth, you shouldn't have poked Randy Orton. You shouldn't have poked the Viper. I mean, you've been around WWE long enough to know what Randy Orton is like. But again, you're still trying. I've got to give it that to you. You know that you've got very little chance to win this, but you're still trying, so I will hand it to you. Ooh. Nice reverse suplex there. Now, R-Truth is actually on the offense for once. I don't know if this is part of Randy's plan or if R-Truth is just taking the offense. We'll see what happens. And it seems like it was part of Randy's plan. Oh, well, Randy was getting ready to throw him outside for his off the ropes DDT, but R-Truth reversed, going to the top rope now. Not a smart move. Randy Orton moved out of the way. Nice snap suplex. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh no, kick out at 1. And now Randy Orton just stomping R-Truth now. Ooh, that has gotta hurt. And Orton picking R-Truth up now. Oh, here we go. Out of the ropes. Onto his elevated DDT. Bam. This could be it for R-Truth right now. Randy Orton doesn't normally let the match go on as long as this match has, so. Oh, well, he's just playing to the crowd now. He knows he's basically got this match won. R-Truth still valiantly fighting though. Fighting back. Oh, I don't know what happened there. And oh, Orton reversed. And then an RKO out of nowhere. And here we go with the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Randy Orton is moving on to the top 16 of the world title tournament. Well guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the like button if you liked it. Hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want more content from me. Also check the description below for all the details. And good afternoon, good night, and goodbye. Oh, what's Randy Orton doing now? I just signed off the video. Now Randy Orton is somewhat stalk. Oh, he's got the chair again. Oh no. Oh, and he's assaulting R-Truth with those chair shots now. And my God. Oh no, well we know what's happening now. He's pounding the ground. He's getting ready. R-Truth, stay down, and an RKO outside the ring. My God. We will see what happens next week on SmackDown, guys. We will see you later.